What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Paul's Best Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the very best of everything. My guest today is a very unique, I'm actually so glad to have you here.
Oh.
Because you used to book me on a podcast, and now we booked you on my podcast. Gabby Bryan
Hi.
is here.
Hey.
Thank you for coming, by the way. I see what you're doing, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What do you want to say?
What I want to say is you went from an intern trying to be a comedian and an intern going, hey, I'm going to produce a show. I'm going to get in this way. I'm going to do everything I can do to get into this business. And you're always great. Always great when you booked, like, I know when you booked Bobby Kelly's YKWd, you were always great to the guests. You were always on top of things. But you had a goal. You had a mission.
Right.
You had it in the back, and you're just still doing like the thing as a professional, but I know what you had in mind, and now I'm seeing you go to JFL. I'm seeing you do all the things that I know I did as a comic, and I see other people do as a young comic, and you're out there. You got a great podcast. You're selling tickets, and you're doing it. So I want to say it's a pretty dope thing to see, and I really respect it and appreciate it. And you're putting the work in.
You've really known me since I was like a little rat, a little New York City rat.
You would literally be like, hey, do you want like iced coffee?
I got everyone coffee.
And you got everybody coffee. You were like, do you want a Splenda?
I got paid $100 a month.
Wow.
Which, you know what? Just to start the podcast off with an issue. I call Bobby Kelly to this day. I go, I found out you were paying everyone else full price. And he would Venmo me $100 a month.
Wow.
But obviously I was opening up for him. He's an angel. But yeah, you know me since I was like a 22-year-old little rat trying to be a stand-up comedian, and now it's like finally after 10 years, it's finally working.
We're
cooking.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You start cooking at 10.
Yeah.
And I really, the same thing with me, and it was just like people start caring when you hit the double digits. But here's the other thing, you're also getting better. And that's actually, I saw you at the stand, and I saw you maybe 3 or 4 years prior. And when I saw you at the stand, I'm like, oh, it's something clicks, because all of a sudden it's like your confidence, you're more confident in what you're saying, and then it makes the material get better, and you could just see, you go, oh yeah. And I remember seeing you, and I think I saw you in the hallway at the stand, and just mentioned, I'm like, oh man, you're
yeah,
the
you pulled me
transition
aside
is
and you were
happening.
like, oh, it's happening.
Yeah, because you're putting work in.
I mean, you have to.
There's no shortcut.
There's no shortcut. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
You could have 1 million followers on Instagram and you can't do a fucking hour and then no one comes back. Like,
That's
you
right.
really just, and that's what Bobby always used to tell me, all you guys, like all you guys mentored me in a way. Like, you'd be like, all that matters is funny. That's all you should think about. Not what club you're at, not selling tickets, not this and that, not social media. Just get funny and everything else comes.
Because that's coming.
Yeah.
And you're also doing you're adapting to the times, right? Because I know you and your friend have a pod. Right?
Yeah.
And I saw her at the iHeart Festival, because this podcast actually was at the On Air Fest, the one in Brooklyn. And your partner, what's her name?
Steph Dag, hilarious comedian.
Yeah. And you guys do, what's that pod?
We just dropped the pod. It's I'll Go If You Go. It's on Dear Media.
Okay.
But we work together all the time. We have a travel series out right now. We
That's what
tour
I saw,
together.
too. Yeah.
We're maniacs. We just run around. But we started together and then we both sort of blew up at the same time. So it's been like the perfect dynamic. And she's goth and I'm blonde. So we come together with a sort of a yin-yang situation.
Yeah, yes. But that's kind of what makes it work.
Yeah.
They're not getting the same person.
No, it's a balance.
And if you guys go back to back on stage, you're like, oh, she's a blonde with her opinions, and this one's gothy.
Yeah. There's
She's
no
like darker.
crossover.
Right.
She's dark and I'm like clown. I'm a clown.
yeah. You used to do something that I really loved on the pod, especially during pandemic, and this is when I was like, oh, Gabby kind of gets it. There was a thing where we did a Zoom because we had to, because it was 2020 or 2020. It was like kind of right when people started Zooming, and you hit me up and you're like, hey, do you want to do the pod? And this is like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks into like the world shutting down. And you kind of zoomed into me listening to something that was so ridiculous, and you saw me go like, You just like saw that something was going on with me where I was either disgusted or just was like, what the fuck are they doing? And you like took it upon yourself to just zoom in, and I just hear you laughing. I hear you laughing, going like, I know what he's thinking right now. And I was like, she gets it. She sees what's going on here.
I mean, ultimately, I was studying you idiots. Like, I was like, like, these guys are the funniest people in New York in the country, and I'm gonna learn something from them, but also they're like insane.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting back and I was like, all right, it's this,
just
it's
watching
this.
everything.
I was watching everything. You all used to do the shows at the Cellar, and they let me sit on the stairs, and I would watch everyone's set. And then when I would go up, everyone would go in the back of the room and fucking heckle me while I was on stage. Like, it was a steel cage training.
Yeah.
And thank God for it.
Yes, because you wouldn't be as strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you needed that.
And I see other comics who came up in like the traditional sense that was like open mics to throwing their own show to this, and that, which I did alongside of being absolutely KO'd by you guys. Just destroyed. And it just gave me the edge of being like steel, you know?
Because you got to see, you kind of watched everything, and you probably even watched comedians go at each other.
Yeah.
And you would be like, oh, okay, there's a little tension here, but you'd watch it, and that you learn from everything.
Yeah. I was like in boot camp.
You were.
I was in Bobby's boot camp.
And this is why, another reason why, like, I kind of respect what you're doing right now a lot, is because you come from a background that is comfortable. And you threw yourself into something that's really uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. You know, you come from a background. For people that don't know, and I'm sure a lot of people that know, your father's in Bon Jovi, which is fucking nuts.
Crazy. It's the most random thing about me.
Yeah, like, and here's the funniest thing. Like, I could picture like being on a first date with you, and you'd be like, "So, what are your parents like?" And you're just like, "Oh, my mom's this." You're like, "My dad's a musician." Really? What would I? Yeah, he's in a band. Which one? Fucking Bon Jovi.
People, the shock on people's faces, because like I'm a goofy idiot. I don't come off like that. So and there's no easy way to be like, "Oh, my dad's randomly a rock star."
Right.
That being said, I'm not paying for the dinner. Let me make one thing perfectly clear.
My dad may be in Bon Jovi, but you're
I'm
picking
still
up
a fucking
sushi.
girl.
Yeah.
But I have to be like, he's in Bon Jovi. And people are like, huh?
But that must have him obviously achieving his success and dream made him go, because you're his little girl.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're his baby girl. I have a baby girl. My little girl is 14. Mm-hmm. My son is 17. My little girl is 14. You, as his baby girl, goes, "Dad, I'm going to do this, Daddy." And he's like, "Well, what are you going to do?" "Well, producing this show, but I want to be in comedy." But I would imagine because of your dad. By the way, one thing I love about your dad is, I don't know if you know this. This is true. You could ask him.
What?
I was one of your dad's favorites when he saw it at the Cellar. Your dad,
I know.
Your dad came up to me like 2 or 3 times, and he's like, "Dude, he goes, I told my wife, watch this guy." He's like, "You kill every time." But such a nice guy. But he had to say to you, it would be weird for him to go, no.
Well.
But did he have like a hesitation when you asked?
Not at all. I mean, first of all, my dad's an animal. This is not a normal person. And pause the podcast and Google him and get that eyeful, and then you'll sort of. He has long blonde curly hair.
Yeah.
He used to wear leather pants to our PTA meetings. Like, this is not. This is not a normal person.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's hilarious. That like my dad from Bon Jovi is going to be in the meeting.
All the teachers wanted to literally fuck him.
Oh my God!
All the moms in town. It was the weirdest fuck. And we grew up in a little farm town in New Jersey with all the Guidos, which I always say I'm an honorary Italian.
Yeah.
But we grew up in a very normal situation, and then my dad rolls in looking like a drag queen. To PTA. And no, there was no hope for me to be an accountant. You know what I mean? Like, it's not shocking that I went into entertainment, but he's the biggest comedy fan in the world, which is why he would come to the Cellar all the time.
He loves comedy. I remember that.
Loves comedy.
Yeah.
He always says he had more comedy albums than music albums. Like, that's his thing. So when I didn't even really understand that.
Yeah.
I just sort of fell into comedy. And then when I started doing it, he was like, this is the best thing that could ever possibly happen.
Yeah.
He is so thrilled that I'm a comedian.
Yeah, and so supportive.
Yeah.
Which is so, because I saw him watch you and support you and be supportive. That's so funny that your teachers wanted to bang him, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, like.
Me and my brother got away with fucking murder.
Oh, dude, your mom must have always had her guard up.
No, my mom was like, I get it.
She's like, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's like, good luck, Cheryl. You know what I mean? Like, there was no.
Yeah, you're a 4th grade teacher. Good luck,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
good luck.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, I saw him at the Cellar. I saw him at the Fat Black one time. I saw him at the Village Underground. Like, and he would always be like, and he was like, man, dude, you're so funny. I love your stuff. And then I watched him watch you, and you could just see, like, him and your mom were like watching and smiling. And now he's got to see you, like, years later doing what you're doing. But you said something before the pod that I want to talk about, which I found really interesting, man. It's actually fascinating, is that because I was, the fans know, Paul's best fans know that me and the guests talk about the best of something, and we just kind of glazed over music real quick. And and I kind of find it interesting that your father, who's in this iconic rock band, and you're around music so much as a kid, and it's kind of like music's not your thing. And I find that interesting, but it also makes sense because to you, it's almost like, if you work at a burger joint, you don't want a burger anymore, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
I mean, I could imagine if your dad's in finance, you're like, enough with numbers. Let me read a book.
Yeah.
So you always rebel against what your parents are. My parents are crazy musicians. They're audiophiles.
Wait,
like,
your mom too?
My mom too. My mom was a producer in Asbury Park, like ran a bunch of venues in Asbury Park.
Okay.
So they're both huge music heads. You could be like, what was the hit song in 1975? And they know it immediately. Like, they're full audiophiles. We had music playing every hour of every day in our goddamn house. And I love silence. Yeah. Now, I'm at a point now where I'm like, the luxury of silence.
It's amazing.
When I got to move out of the house, I was like, Jesus, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
This is nice. And it's the sound of the wind.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that means you get it.
Yeah. You will always rebel. I think anyone who knows anything about music, it's embarrassing. I think anytime my parents are like, what song is this? I'm like, enough. Like, you will always rebel against what your parents do. And my parents just happen to be doing something cool. So I'm a total dork because of that.
Yeah. But your parents were always doing something. Like, but he didn't blast Bon Jovi, did he?
He blasted everything.
Anything
and
everything. There was music.
Like till 5 a.m. I would like wake up in the middle of the night to hearing my dad play the piano at like 5 a.m. It's actually, I loved that.
I know you don't want to, you're obviously not here to talk about your dad, but the last question, how did your dad meet John Bon Jovi? Do you know how they met?
They went to high school together.
Oh, okay.
They're from
the same neighborhood.
Literally, they're both, my dad's from Edison, John's from Sayreville. They actually went to 2 different high schools, but John's cousin is my dad's best friend who went to high school together. And John was like, I need a keyboard player when they were 16, maybe even 15.
What?
They started the band at 16.
So they've been together since they're 15 years old? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, they're North Jersey. Like,
so you're Jersey, you're Jersey your whole life?
Jersey forever.
Jersey forever?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a Garden State girl forever.
I'm Garden State girl. My dad's from North Jersey. My mom's from South Jersey. They raised me in Central.
Your dad's from Bergen?
He's from Edison. What is that?
Okay. So the one, okay.
He measures everything from the distance of the airport.
And your mom is from more South Jersey?
Yeah, my mom's from Toms River. 2 disgusting places, by the way. Toms River and Edison. That's like 2 of the most disgusting places in New Jersey.
I'm not going to lie to you, Gabby. I always shit on Jersey all the time. I got on stage, one of my buddy's favorite things ever, I got on stage at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick. Mm-hmm. And right when I got on stage, I said, I can't believe I left my family to be with you disgusting animals in this shithole.
Yeah.
And I dug my way out. I killed them.
I'm sure they were like, let's fucking go.
No, they were like, we are trash. Yeah. No,
that's a compliment.
But I will tell you this. You know where my favorite place, okay, now I've been to Italy multiple times.
Yeah.
I've been to Paris, France recently multiple times.
Gorgeous.
London. Last year we went to Greece for 10 days, okay? I love traveling the world. Do you know where my favorite place on this earth is if I have to get a house for 1 week?
Where?
It is on the water in LBI, Long Beach Island.
LBI hits.
LBI does not feel, and this is no offense, it does not feel like Jersey beaches.
That's because you guys don't know what Jersey beaches are because we keep them from you and we call you all fucking bennies. We don't tell you where the good beaches are because they're not for you.
It's not Ocean City and it's not Atlantic City.
No, of course it's not.
And it's not Wildwood.
No.
And it's not Seaside Heights.
Nope.
Okay. La Valette.
La Valette's a nice beach, but it's not our best.
Okay. LBI is the best.
LBI is one of the best.
Okay, so
I'm not even gonna tell you.
Okay, so we got
the
some.
best is.
Ooh, we got better than LBI.
Yeah.
LBI's got some clear water, nice sand.
LBI's gorgeous.
You got a better one than LBI.
But I'm from Monmouth County. I'm from Ocean County area. Okay, we have some great beaches over there.
Okay, all right. Ooh, all right.
We just don't let you in.
You don't let us know.
We don't let you in. You got to get a badge. These aren't free beaches.
This is how much I love LBI, okay? Because I've been going from when I was a little kid. Now I take my family, and we go. And now our dear friends who have kids, who are best friends with our kids, we all get a house of 8 on the water in LBI. We go to the dinners at night. We do the whole thing. It's incredible. I got a part in a big movie, okay?
Amazing.
And
Congrats.
I found out, and I don't want to be ungrateful, but this is how much I love it. It might leak in to my time, and I'm going, what do I do? And people are like, what do you do? You're in a fucking,
I know, but then add it. What?
But dude,
I get it.
You know what I mean? Of course you do. Which leads us to what we're here for.
Yeah.
But you get it.
There's nothing more when we are constantly working. And this is, I consider comedy to be some sort of blue collar job. It's not, we're not in a union. I wish we had a union, by the way. But we are always doing something. We're not building anything, but we're always on a plane and this and that on the stage and blah, blah. We're never fucking home. So when you have your 2 weeks of it at the end of the summer with your family who you haven't seen, and you're like, oh my God, you grew 3 inches. When did that happen? I was in Boise.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I used to come home, my kids' hands would be bigger.
Yeah.
And I go, what?
Yeah, it's the weird when you cut in to that family vacation home time where you're doing nothing and you don't have to talk to anyone.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you something. You get it, man, because like that thing that you just said, like sitting in silence. We talked on the show about like I can just like, you ever eat lunch alone and just look at stuff?
It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, right. And you're just like, and whatever your drink is, like for lunch, like whether it's an iced tea or a Diet Coke or whatever, and you're just sitting with it, and you're just looking around, and you're alone, and nobody's bothering you, and your phone's not going off. There's something about that that's incredible.
It's life's truest luxury.
Because, and like, people don't understand. And again, we're very blessed to be doing what we love to do.
Oh, it's sick.
And it's the craziest thing to do. But New York is this, it's that. It's hard to drive here. The traffic is a nightmare. There's construction at 2 a.m. There's construction at 2 p.m. I'll leave the stand after my 2 or 3 sets, and it'll be midnight. I'll be home by 1, and then I get in the FDR, and there's a 1-lane merge, and I'm like, oh, I'm not getting home till 2.
Yeah.
It's over. My night's over, and it's just, so you feel that. But then when you stare at and I'm really turning into like an old guinea, where like.
No, but I'm a yenta at my core, so I get it.
I could just stare at the ocean, dude. You just stare at, you ever just
letting
stare
your mind go absolutely silent.
Oh.
Because there's something about, this is something I've been like studying about life right now, is because back in the day I was like adrenaline junkie. I want to hike this mountain. I want to bungee jump. I want to put myself in these insane situations. Adrenaline. And then when you start doing comedy on a bigger scale, it takes all of the adrenaline that you needed to expel is expelled with comedy. Like it just takes so much energy just because you're giving it while you're on stage.
Yeah.
So when you're off stage, I am like,
it's so great. Yes.
There's nothing going on. I can't even have a thought.
Yeah. No, it's true because it's a lot to, like, I know people don't realize it, but like getting to the air, John Panette, rest his soul, he was a great comic, and he was like, we get paid to travel. Like, going to the airport sucks. Waiting, then delays. So much is not what we do, and then we finally get on stage and do what we do for an hour, and then we go back. But it's just running around. So to not have that is fucking, it's not, but I think that we need the both.
Yeah.
But you said something which I 100% like wanted to add to. You are getting what you put in. So like, all the shit you're doing now and all the work you're doing is why that festival goes, hey, I want her. Or why that comedy club goes, hey, get her. Or why people are like, oh my God, I loved her pod, I love her thing. The reason why you'll start selling tickets more and more and more is because you put the work in. But then when it's time to chill, it's time to chill.
Right.
And
I learned that from my dad. Like, he would tour for 2 years like a maniac. I wouldn't see him for 2 years, and then he would be home for 2 years, and he would be by the pool every single day. Wow. And he wouldn't even open a computer. Like, he taught us how to work hard and then fucking do nothing.
Work hard and then just chill hard.
And I think the biggest disease that people have is that they can't slow down or they can't take their moments of calm.
100%.
Oh, I'll cook on a beach for 12 hours. I won't even look at my phone.
The fact that you're saying that at your age, and I'm not even kidding, the fact that you're saying that at your age, Gabby, lets me realize that, like, honestly, you get it, because, like, that's everything. What you just said is everything. And the older you get, you know, but you're getting it. You kind of get it now, but you'll see. And once you settle down, and I don't know what your if you want to have a family or do whatever, but when that happens, it's like I'm done. Like, I want to just watch my family and be with my family, because it's all family. That's all that matters.
Of course.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing is that.
Yeah.
So, like, when you say, like, your dad would go hard on a Bon Jovi tour for 2 years, and then he probably was telling his bandmates, dude, when I go home, don't call me for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like,
don't call me for 2 years.
Don't call me for 2 years, because I'm going to be at my pool with the people I love the most.
Yeah.
And he's
and go to everything, every game and everything, like,
and
pack in and be there.
Yeah, it's the best. Well, so Gabby and I were talking, and I saw her online say something, and it made me laugh, because you were like, this fucker better have this. And you were doing it totally as a joke, and I was like, I'm kind of like that as far as, like, now, I pick and choose what I want to spend money on. So I don't want people to go, oh, you ungrateful, you spoiled. No. I'm not for, I mean, everybody. I'm sure you know that Bobby and Giannis and all them make fun of me, and I'm the least frugal person ever. Okay,
money's meant to be spent.
I'm not,
and that's coming from a Jew.
Yeah,
Money is meant to. I'm half Jewish, but I'm.
Are you? You're not Italian.
No, I'm honorary.
You're honorary.
In that I grew up on the Jersey Shore, and every single person was Italian other than me and my brother. I didn't see another blonde until I was 16.
So your neighborhood was all Italians?
All Italians.
Like Guidos.
Everyone from Staten Island moved, and Brooklyn moved to my town. They killed a stripper in my town on The Sopranos.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my town.
Oh, okay.
It was all, my dad calls it the Italian invasion. He bought a house in a farm town in like 1988. And then the next year, every Italian, anyone who made money in the mob, anyone moved, they picked my town and all moved there. Everyone.
Oh, okay, so you grew up with a lot of people that, like, kind of the Guidos that you, like, the stereotypical Italians you kind of grew up with, and you were like these blonde hair.
We were aliens.
So what's your other half? So your dad's Jewish?
My dad's Jewish.
And what's your mom?
My mom is one of the Jesus ones. Protestant.
Protestant. Okay.
There's like 12. There's 12. You guys
What
have
nationality is your mom?
white.
Like English?
Oh, she's
Irish?
like English Irish.
English
and then my
Irish.
dad's Polish Jewish.
Okay.
So these are extremely white people.
So yeah, well, you're a very white.
I'm a white, and this is me with the tan.
Yeah, you're a white.
I'm a white. If you gave a kid a crayon
white.
and said draw a white, they would draw fucking me.
If somebody said, like, all right, I want you to close your eyes and think of the prototypical white woman,
Me.
and then they open their eyes, you're like
I'm like this.
You're the design.
The moment
You're
they
the
open their eyes.
design.
Yeah.
You're the design.
I'm the mold.
You're the prototype.
Yeah.
All right, so like I said, I'm not frugal at all. I do overspend. Drives my wife a little nuts. I'm like, at no expense. I don't care. I spend.
Yeah.
But I do it for things that matter.
Okay.
So, like, I will go into I'm not going to say like a cheap store, but I'll go into a store that's not high end. And if I see a nice solid color shirt, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I don't care about things like that. Jeans, I'm cool with Levi jeans or whatever. You know,
They're nice.
Sneakers, I'm a little. So here's what I am. But my travel, this is where I go. This is where people go, you snobby asshole. And I'll admit it. My travel has to be A plus.
Yeah.
And my hotels. So my hotels, my travel, and eating. Those things I don't compromise.
Okay.
Right, and that's fair, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah. Got to be comfortable. You got to sleep. If you're going across country to LA, you got to sleep. If you're going to do a weekend in LA, you got to sleep.
I drain my points.
Yes.
The moment I hit any level of Delta points, they're at 0 again to get first class.
Yeah.
And I tried the first couple of years of headlining. I was like, I'm roughing it. I'm just a normal girl. And to be clear, I didn't fly first class all over growing up. My parents would fly first class and they'd put us in the back.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because my dad's trash and my mom's trash. And they're like, you're fucking trash. Don't forget it.
Don't forget.
Yeah, we hit the jackpot somehow.
Yeah.
But you're not. You didn't. My parents are very like we had nice vacations, but we were by the bathrooms.
But that
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that gave you good work ethic.
It made us normal, thank God.
That's great.
Because you meet some of the other nepos on this planet Earth, and they're like, I mean, they should be in a cage.
It's nuts.
So I tried to rough it in the beginning. I was like, I'm staying in the Hilton Garden Suites that the club put me in. I'm in the back of the plane. And then the moment I started making any money, I'm like, it's going right to the nice seats, right to the nice hotel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So we decided that we are going to do, because we like amenities. We like little perks. I definitely do.
Yeah.
People wanted to pitch a show with me called Amenities for some online web series once. I love going into a hotel, and if you have a little cucumber water,
Ooh.
I don't even care if the hotel. You give me a little cucumber water, and then sometimes they throw a couple strawberries in there.
Punch me in the face.
Right.
You hand me the key and punch me in the face. I'm good.
Right?
Yeah.
I even I know this sounds nuts. I like when they go out of their way to fold the towel a different way.
When the towel is sort of a swan, I'm like, oh shit, we have an artist on our hands.
Yeah.
When you walk into a hotel room,
you're like, this guy's getting creative.
oh my God, someone's having fun.
A little chocolate piece, a little piece of
chocolate
chocolate
on
on
the
the pillow.
Chocolate on the pillow.
Chocolate on the pillow just makes you go like, thank you. It's not much.
You ever wake up after not realizing there's chocolate on the pillow and it's like here in the morning? And you go, oh shit, pop it in the morning.
Oh yeah, and I love when the chocolates are mint. Now here's the thing: a lot of people are listening to this, going, "Whatever, I don't care as long as the room is clean." Listen, you don't care now, but trust me.
Trust me. When you're in hotels for 80% of your life,
That's right.
It's important. That's like when people go renovate their bathrooms in their home because they're like, you know what, I'm on the toilet most of the time.
We did. We actually renovated our
That's the
bathrooms.
dream.
It's nice.
Yeah. But staying in nice hotels is us making our living rooms nice. You building a man cave in the garage is us splurging on the nice hotel because we're where they are most of the time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, I could not agree with you more. And speaking of bathrooms and toilets, I was in Paris.
Yeah.
The heated toilet seat.
And it opens when you walk in.
Yep. The heated toilet seat. How is it not just a mandatory thing in the States?
Well, first of all, the Japanese are inventing things that we didn't even know we needed. Like a toilet that says hello when you walk in.
Oh my God.
A toilet that goes like this.
I love Japanese shit. Everything.
I'm obsessed with Japan.
Me too.
I want to go there. So have you ever been?
Me too. No, that's I've done.
It's number one on my list.
Japan and Australia are my next.
Yes.
My next one. Do you know that the water in Japan's sewers is like clear with fish eating the algae? Like,
of course.
It's like clear.
What are we doing over here?
Oh my God.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Our gutters are filled to the brim with dead Italians. We don't have fish. Okay?
We just have floating pinky rings.
We have floating pinky rings and fish with 7 eyes. Our water is a disaster.
When you know what, you make such a good point. It's so funny. It's like when you see what Japan is doing, dude, do you know that there's a line out of the door of their 7-Elevens for that egg salad sandwich? Do you know that? Yeah. Oh, dude.
That'll kill you in Staten Island.
Dude, yes. There is a line outside of 7-Elevens where people wait because they go and the ready-made sandwiches that are egg salad, everything, they have the sandwich that you peel off. People bite it, and you would think they're at a Michelin star restaurant going, oh my God, they got that waffle, the ice cream in the 2 waffles that are like together.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's at 7-Eleven. Forget their restaurants.
A Choco
that are up
Taco you're
here.
talking about?
Yeah, but like they have their fucking crazy version of like, it looks like a Belgian waffle, but when you bite it, there's vanilla ice cream in it, and you get them at like stores that we would consider.
They're evolved.
It's nuts.
I one time ate egg salad from a diner on the Upper West Side, and I got salmonella so bad I almost fucking died. Okay? And I didn't wait in line. They gave it right to me. Japan is way ahead of the curve.
Yes.
My favorite amenity is when you walk into a hotel room.
Oh God.
Bowl of fresh fruit.
Oof.
Solid chunky plum. You know it's about to go down when there's a plum in the fruit bowl.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find a plum?
Can I be honest with you? And I've had some nice fruit bowls. I don't know if I had a plum maybe once. I don't see plums.
Oh, plum is like, that's how you know you're at like Princess Diana stayed there. You know what I mean? Like that's how you know the hotel, God rest her soul. That's how you know how nice the hotel is. There's a fucking plum.
You know, it gets me real happy.
What?
I mean,
I thought you were going to say, you know, it gets me rock hard.
You know, it gets me happy and hard. No, actually, this is not far from that. Dude, I walk into a room and there's either 2 glasses of freshly bubbling champagne.
Oh my God.
Or a Prosecco or champagne on ice in a bucket when I walk in. Dude.
Or sometimes Sometimes. You walk into a nice hotel, there's no champagne, you put your bags down, knock, knock, knock.
And then it's there.
And they're right behind you.
And you know
they
what
were in
I
the
like?
next elevator.
With a little bowl of like cold strawberries, freshly cut.
Oh my God, a chocolate dipped? That's like, welcome.
Oh my God.
It's over.
I love the welcome.
The welcome in
thanks for coming,
chocolate?
Welcome. Oh, even when they just write it in the chocolate.
When they write you a
welcome.
card.
Write you a card.
Some hotels will sit down.
Yeah.
I don't know who they have chained up in the basement writing all these cards. You'll walk into a hotel and it's like, Gabby, and thank you so much for choosing our hotel. I'm like, I didn't pay for that. You know, like, it's awesome.
Dude, you hit on so many good ones. I'll tell you this amenity I do like on Delta One. Delta One's nice.
Delta One goes crazy. See, I'm not at a level yet that I'm buying Delta One all the time.
Well, no, the Delta One is only, for the far ones, but I will tell you, I like, not only do I like the towel they give, but sometimes the towel is lemon scented.
Oh, it's over.
So
They're
you
going
get the cold.
essential
there's
oils?
There's some lemon.
Yeah.
And
Anything that has a hint of lemon,
over.
it's over.
It's over.
I'm the happiest I'll ever be. If I even smell a lemon in the air.
I hope whoever you marry and I become friends so we can, because you're nailing everything, dude. You're nailing everything. Yeah, these little things though. Now listen, I don't wear the slippers. I'm not going to wear the slippers in the robe a lot, but I love that if it's there, I go, they're thinking of everything. That's
yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to say I'm going to walk around in slippers and robe, but let's just say my feet needed they're there.
A treat.
They're there.
I wear the robe. The moment I'm in the hotel room.
Do you?
I'm in the robe till the moment I walk out.
Are you serious? Oh,
I'm robed out.
You're robed out from the minute?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'll steal a robe. When the bathtub, I'll often steal a robe.
Really?
Yeah, I'll unzip when your suitcase goes a little.
I was going to say, you leave a little room in the
I
suitcase
leave a little room
for a hotel
just
robe?
in case. I have 30 hotel robes in my apartment.
There's some guy on a date with you who comes here. He's like, why do you have a Hilton? Why do you have a Hilton?
I'm like, it was softer than you thought. If you go into a nice hotel room and there's a tub, I'm a big tub person.
Okay.
I love a bath.
Like a
I'm
whirlpool.
a Pisces.
Like a whirlpool.
No, just a classic, God-honest tub.
So wait, when you're
Pisces, March 10th.
Oh, my wife is Pisces. My wife
Really?
is March 15th. My wife is March 15th.
Pisces. And what's it like to be married to a Pisces, not to be such a girl right now?
No, we definitely are very different because I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, but you're still water.
We have, we could not be more different.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to plan the way she needs to plan. Mm-hmm. Like I could be like, hey, you know what? You want to go fly somewhere in a couple of days? And she's like, what do you mean? We need to. I'm a very more spontaneous. She likes it ready. She likes it planned.
Really?
I'm like, she'll be like, what do you want to do today? And I'm like, well, let's just figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll go get a coffee and then talk about it. And she's just like, well, what about the day? We gotta,
But isn't she like Dutch or something?
No, she's white. Like she's everything. She's like.
But I thought she was from Europe. Did I make that up in my head?
No, she's Swedish, Finnish. Yeah, she's Swedish, Finnish, but then she's got English, Irish, French, Canadian. She's like she's white.
But where'd she grow up?
She grew up in upstate New York.
Okay.
Yeah,
in my mind, your wife was from Sweden.
No. She's Swedish and Finnish, but you know what? People always used to call her Meadow because she looks like the white version of Jamie Lynn Sigler. Like if Jamie Lynn Sigler was like kind of like she has that same kind of like a white, very fair skin, blue eyes, dark hair. But we're just very different.
How did you meet?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy how we met. So the way you were saying your dad and John Bon Jovi went to like the same neighborhood but two different high schools. Mm-hmm. So the girl I dated all through high school was her best friend at junior high, but they split because of the high schools. Yeah. So like I'm dating this girl all through high school, right? And she kept talking about, oh, my best friend Stacy from middle school, we had to split. She goes to the rival high school. And I was like, and I would always hear about it. And she would be like, oh, I can't hang out with you this weekend because I'm going to hang out with my friend Stacy, right? And the first time I ever talked to my wife, I don't know if you ever heard this on the pod or even on any pod that we would have done together, but the first time I ever heard from my wife ever, my mom, I was a senior in high school, and my mom goes, the phone's for you. It's some girl I don't know. And I answered the phone, and she goes, yeah, you don't know me, but like I'm Allison's friend, and you cheated on her, and who the fuck do you think you are, and all this. And I was like, first of all, you don't even know me, and you don't know the story. That was the first interaction I ever had with my wife, was her yelling at me, defending the girl I dated through high school, because they went to junior high together and went to rival high schools. Then, you ready for this? No,
I'm ready.
It gets crazy.
I'm locked in.
Then I start working as a busboy in an Applebee's.
Yeah.
And the manager there was a woman that went to the high school that my wife went to, the other high school.
Yeah.
And I started dating her, and then she starts showing up, and she's like, I don't know if you remember me, I yelled at you one time, and I'm like, yeah. And then, so like, she just kept popping in my life. And then
Synchronicity.
she moved to Jersey City when I moved to Queens, and I tried dating her, and like I would, we would go drink, I tried kissing her, making out with her, and she was just like, I could tell she wanted to be friends. And then when I got sick of that, I flipped it, and she came at me. It's like I was just, I flipped it because
reverse psychology.
Because I kept trying to, like, I was like, I'll drive you home. She's like, you don't have to drive me home. It was like one of those deals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I remember telling my brother, I was like, man, this girl is like I'm trying, and I've known her forever. And he's like, dude, it's her loss, and who cares? And we went to go see a Chris Rock movie, Head of State, the movie where Chris Rock was like the first black president and all that. Rest his soul, Patrice O'Neal had a cameo in that. I remember seeing it in Midtown, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, you're right. If I don't hear from her this weekend, I'm done. What do I care anymore? And then she texted, I miss you. And it was like, so that she always, man.
This is a really good movie.
She always just kept popping up, and she was at my first ever comedy show in New York City.
No.
That she went with a boyfriend.
No.
Yeah. Dude, it's the craziest thing. Like, the first time I ever performed in New York City was at New York Comedy Club on 24th Street,
and she was coincidentally there.
It was a bringer show, and she heard I was going, and she brought her boyfriend to my first ever show when I was 21 years old. Like, this is 25 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she always kept popping up.
See, this is why I believe in magic, because like everything makes sense. Like big picture, the universe was just tapping you on the shoulder, being like, "It's this girl. It's this girl." It's this girl.
The whole way.
The whole way.
The whole way.
Yeah.
And she yelled at me the first time.
Literally, just people in your life were just leading you to her.
Yeah, well, like there is like. I believe in the shit. People could say what they want, but your dad being the musician that he was and loving comedy, and now all of a sudden he's got this daughter that could care less about music, but you start to produce an intern for podcasts to get comedy, and now you're doing what you're doing in comedy. In my opinion, there's no way that this is not meant to happen.
I mean, any one of my dad's friends I meet, and Bon Jovi's playing, they're in the city this whole month, so we're all together for the first time in years, and every person I meet who's known my dad for years is like, it makes perfect sense that you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Like every single one, we're like, he's the comedian. When you go back and you watch all the like old VH1 MTV skits they used to do in the 80s, my dad was like, they were all doing dead serious interviews, and my dad's like on a toilet with a phone being like, hello. Like he's doing sketches.
He's doing like the clown shit.
He was the comedian of the group. And then somehow, and him and I are very similar. We're absolute twins. So like everyone is just like, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And it was unplanned.
Yeah, it was, but planned.
But planned.
But planned. Yeah, I believe that. And that thing you were just saying, God tapping you, it's like, there was no way. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, there's no way that this woman that I heard about through basically my high school, the girl that I dated from 9th grade through, talking about her friend, her best friend from middle school that had to split and go to the rival high school. I just kept hearing about her.
Yeah.
And they would do things, and all of a sudden, she would, you want to hear, here's another great one.
Yeah.
I was at a bar. She was at a bar. I was with her. And she had a boyfriend at the time, and I had a girlfriend at the time. And I said to her, I'm gonna marry you one day.
I love
and
this.
she was like, no way. And I was like, I'm gonna marry you one day. And then 4 years later, we started dating. So there's no way that it wasn't supposed to,
It just like you just knew it.
Yeah. And I was like, and my buddy was there. He's like, I'm gonna marry her. I was like, I'm gonna win. But and now I got her into amenities.
Yes.
So like now, so she used to be like, we
Bring her
don't need
back.
first class. And now I was like, you're flying first class, and she had to meet me in L.A. So she flew JetBlue Mint, which is a really good first class.
JetBlue Mint is really good,
really
and they
good
say
one.
it's not first class, but you get there and you go, this is first class.
No, I'm talking about the new one, the one that's like you have your own apartment.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
yeah. So she's in this, and she gets out this huge smile. I go, it was good, wasn't it? She goes, oh yeah, we're never going back.
No.
Like no. So
No, it ruins you.
yeah, it does.
I one time, like my flight, I was on vacation with my family, so it's nice, But I'm an adult at this point, so I'm like, if you're flying first class, you're flying me first class or I'm not coming. I manipulate my dad all the time. And because I'm a Jew and a woman.
Hey, that's a double whammy.
Yeah, that's going to be a BOGO. So we're supposed to fly back first class on Delta or whatever. It gets canceled. We get stuck in Germany, me and my twin brother. And they have to reorganize, and they put us on like Malaysia Airlines or something, or not even. It was like Thai air, some Asian airline,
Yeah.
first class. I mean, like it's only sheiks who are at this. It was the nicest flight I have ever taken. First of all, every flight attendant, I mean, you could probably fuck them. Honestly. Yeah. Like it felt like it was on the menu. You know what I mean?
Oh, I saw like, is this Thailand or Philippines?
Yes,
it's the Thailand one. It's like
they're in these little
they're in like gowns.
outfits.
I saw,
and they're like, yeah, whatever
you
want.
A suite, right? Like
yeah, they're like, do you want a cheese plate, anal? What do you want? Like it's crazy.
That's on the other side of the menu.
Yeah,
it's like cheese plate.
Anal,
vodka cranberry.
Oh my god, with my
job.
brother. Like it was good. It was like charcuterie board. These gorgeous meals on metal plates. Like
wow.
It was an insane airline experience. The bed, like the seat that was the bed, it was a full size bed. It wasn't a twin. It wasn't a chair. It wasn't even a twin.
No,
it was the seat was this big.
Yeah, and it just laid back to a full bed.
And it laid back into a full-size bed. It was
Have you done Emirates or no? Because
I've never done Emirates.
I heard Emirates is somebody said you gotta. They said it's the one you have to do it.
Janine Garofalo and I were one time talking about flights because she's also a bougie girl.
Oh, nice.
Janine and I talk about flights and hair extensions, and she was like, I had to do something in Dubai. Like she got hired some brand to Dubai, and she got the Emirates airline private suite where you get a butler.
Oof.
And she was like, I think about it. I think about it to this day.
Yeah.
And it was 20 years ago.
Well, that's the amazing thing about certain amenities where even the littlest of thing you go, remember? It hits you like, remember that time they went above and beyond, like just that little thing. And I remember on my honeymoon we went on a Queen Mary. We didn't like when you cruise, you got to cruise top.
I've never cruised.
Okay, so like the thing is you can't, and there's no offense, but like you can't go on a Carnival cruise. You can't go on I'm talking about like when you cruise, like I'm talking about international waters, Europe, but like a cruise that's like really expensive and really nice. And we did that for our honeymoon, and you know, it was like we walked in and it was like champagne, fruit everywhere.
Fruit everywhere. Plums, I'm sure.
Like I think flowers.
Yeah.
And you're just going like, you know something, these people get it.
These people got it. There's a cruise right now that's happening. I don't even know if it's probably a cruise. It's down the Nile River in Egypt. Have you seen this on social media?
No.
There's a sailboat, a cruise ship sized sailboat that goes down the Nile in Egypt. And it's like luxury.
Oof.
And then you're seeing all this. I mean,
what?
You know, Moses went down there on a basket. So it's nice to be in a
Whoa, is this
good
like a thing that you could buy now?
This is a thing. But this is all being said, we're coming off as bougie. Obviously, we are. But
of course.
I am half bougie, half white trash.
Yes.
My dad's side, we would go on nice vacations. My mom's side, everyone had no teeth and they smoked cigarettes and chewed bubble gum at the same time. We would stay in an RV and we'd drive up to Niagara Falls. Yeah. Okay? Like, we'd camp. I had my own tent at a certain point. Like, I like the really bougie and then living off the land.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, like, I want people to know when I first started coming up in comedy, I had to stay in comedy condos with the headliner in a nice room, and I'm in some off fucking bullshit room.
Yeah.
And, like, they give you, like, I've performed where they were like, hey, you're getting paid in drink tickets tonight. So, look, as much as we're coming across as a little like, hey, bougie and stuff, there's a earning that I've done to this to get to the point.
We're still clowns. We're the jesters of society.
Absolutely.
Let us have a nice towel after making you and your family laugh. Okay?
Exactly.
God forbid we go honk honk and then we can't have a nice towel. You want us to stay in the sewers? Give us a break.
Oh, we were just in Barbados and the welcome drink is nice.
Oh, I love a welcome cocktail.
Like right as you're checking in,
they go, guess
what?
Hey,
we'll do it, but here's what you got. And this is like an island punch, and
there's an emblem embossed in the ice. You know what I'm talking about?
I love that.
Oh fuck! You know, there's someone with a metal thing and a flame in the back, and they go into ice. And you know how bougie you have to be to put something into ice, knowing it'll be gone in moments.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
It's poetry.
They know that the thing is melting away,
but
2
seconds.
They're still doing it.
They're still doing it.
Yeah, it's.
There's a bellboy with a flamethrower in the back, printing on ice. That's how you know.
Yeah, but you don't seem like somebody that needs it, which is great.
No, I love it, but also
me too. Like I love it, but we don't need it.
No one needs anything. No one needs anything.
That's right.
But I think I am 32 now. Okay, so in my 20s, I traveled like a rat. I flew steerage. I lived in Africa in a hut at one point. I've been in hostels.
Wait, hold on. We gotta back up a second.
I had a crazy 20s.
Wait. You lived in Africa in a hut?
This is what happened. It wasn't a full hut, but it was a commune.
Okay.
I was crazy in my 20s. Like, I wanted to feel something. I wanted to feel alive.
Okay.
Because I was used to this crazy lifestyle of like, I always said my lifestyle was like Hannah Montana, where I had a really, like, we lived in a cabin in the Poconos with my mom, and then we would like travel all over the world with my dad and like see these crazy shows, and we go back to normal life and then crazy and then back. And it kind of got me addicted to like these adrenaline spikes of adventure.
Oh, okay.
So then when I went to college in New York City, I was like, there was something missing, and it was these hits of adrenaline. So I started planning crazy trips. And I like lived in Africa for a month in a commune, and I taught English, and I did a discount safari with people in town. I smoked crack. I went to Romania. I like got chased by a gypsy holding a knife. Like, I've had crazy experiences.
The crack wasn't their amenities, was it? They were
the crack, a good amenity, crack, local crack. I actually smoked crack in Romania, and then they did African cocaine. And I'm not even a drug person. On vacation, I was like, I'll try it. Like, at home, I don't even really.
The look on your face about, like, you said, like, I'll try it, like somebody was about oysters.
Yeah, try
like,
it. I'll try it once.
You're like, crack? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
never done it. My dad did meth for 10 years, and he's doing just fine.
I want to ask you a question about that, because, not your dad doing meth, but I want to ask you a question. Do you think that because your lifestyle growing up and the things that you had, the privileges that you had, and the amazing experiences that you had, both, you know, financially and seeing everything, that maybe the toughing it out in Africa, like, were things that you wanted to feel?
Yeah.
Like, you needed some sort of discomfort? Does that?
I think it's this. I think chaos is my comfort zone, because my childhood was so chaotic.
Okay.
My parents were fucking crazy. You have to understand this.
Okay,
They're partying every night. It's a wild experience.
Yeah.
So like, when I went to college and suddenly had a normal life, that was like a shocking experience, and I had to find my own bits of chaos to feel like myself.
Okay.
Then, as I've gotten older, I realized, and through therapy, I realized that that's an insane way to live. I probably shouldn't need to get chased by a gypsy with a knife to feel alive, right? Maybe I'll just drink a little bit more water. You understand? So now my lifestyle is a lot more relaxed. I'm pretty boring, but I just wanted to free fall, like, in my 20s. And I think that's why I ended up doing crowd work all the time, because like, it's a free fall. You cannot plan a single thing. You can't rely on your jokes. All you could rely on is that you'll eventually find something funny in this. And that like adrenaline spike and the free fall of that cut out a lot of the like crazy shit I was doing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes all the sense in the world. I think that like your upbringing is a big reason why you did these things and tried these things, because like, you know, and now, but I also feel like now, you said like you're 32, you're in your 30s, you're very kind of well-rounded and understand now. Like, you have an understanding of like both sides.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, at the beginning of this podcast, because like we talk in passing, but we haven't sat down and talked to each other, and I could tell like what you said at the beginning of this podcast when I said, oh, you get it. I could tell that you kind of get life, but then after talking to you and listening to your experiences, I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I've seen everything. I've talked to every single person in the world.
Like, you've seen everything. You've seen low, high, the drug world, this world, hut in Africa, a beautiful mansion here. Like, you've kind of done it all.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just, I'm obsessed with life. Like, I'm obsessed with like going to Boise and talking to like a plumber.
Yeah, it's great.
You know, like, and seeing how they live, and seeing how, like, literally one of my best friends grew up, not best friends anymore, but like a good friend in college, grew up as a gypsy in Romania. And like he would tell me all about his life, and he lived in this crazy, like, I don't even know if you could say gypsy, whatever. Like grew up in like a gypsy commune that had no running water. And then like when I was in Africa, I was really into running at the time, and I would run through the village. It was a legit village, huts. And in Swahili, people would shout this one word at me at Swahili. I'm like, they think I'm hot. It was the word sorry in Swahili. And I asked the woman who ran the commune why they said that. And she was like, they're sorry that you feel like you have to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You're like, I know I'm hot, dude. I'm busy.
I'm like, yeah, all right, enough. And they
have just pity.
They were like, oh, honey.
Well, you don't have to do that.
They feel sorry that that's our mentality as, like, Westerners.
Well, yeah, because they just know how to chill, right?
Yeah. Well, they're I don't know if they know how to chill, but they're like, they just walked 60 miles to school. So it's actually quite the opposite. You know?
Yeah, they have to chill because they're physically exhausted.
Yeah, they're carrying water on their head.
Yeah, and for you, they see you like exerting energy for your
reason.
Because you
for
feel like
beauty.
You need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for beauty. And
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
They're like, oh, I'm sorry that you have to even think on that plane.
Yeah.
Like it's been a really interesting life of meeting every single type of person.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it.
Yeah, no, and it's so cool seeing you like, and I don't mean to sound this in like a corny way, but like you're like from when I first saw you to just this nice, sweet person who was getting comedians coffee to now selling a ton of tickets and going to these festivals and doing everything, but you're putting the work in, and it's really cool. And like, obviously we're joking on the pod about these amenities that we love and all these things, but it does come from like a place of a ton of discomfort up front. Like,
yeah.
That's why I like it, because it was not that.
Well, it feels like you really deserve it at this point. Like, I mean, I made no money for years. Yeah. Luckily, I always say the benefit of a Nepo baby is that failure isn't scary because you know that they'll catch you. You know, like, I know I'm not going to end up homeless. So, like, but then I could take the job that paid me $40,000 a year. That was a passion of mine. But my dad's also a fucking Jew, and he made me pay for everything. So, like, I've been living with 4 roommates in Brooklyn this entire time. It's not like I'm, like, in a bougie apartment while my dad pays all my bills.
Right.
I've been, like, living normal, but without the fear of failing.
But I also feel like your dad is also doing that because he's like, I think you're successful because of that.
Yeah, no, I have an insane work ethic.
Yeah.
But also I had 3 jobs in high school. My brother had, like, we all like to work. We're Jews. We're like, we like money. Yeah. I was making like $600 cash in high school because I like worked at a toy store and a restaurant.
I remember I was performing in Louisville, Kentucky as a feature, making no money, and my wife goes, I'm pregnant. And I was like, okay, and I'm having a son, and I'm making literally a few $100, like I'm not even making $1,000 a month, and I'm a feature. And it was just like, do everything and anything I can. So when I started to move up and things started to happen and I started to make some money, I'm like, I'm gonna kind of enjoy this, because I remember being in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and the headliner had the big room, and I'm in this little room with too much sun, and it was little and cramped, and I'm going, I called my office, like, I don't know if I could do this life. And she's like, what do you mean you're getting what you want? I'm like, yeah, this is uncomfortable. And she's like, and then when I would get on stage, it would all make sense, but all the other things didn't. So now, you know, anybody listening, understand that, like, now when these perk things come out, it's like, oh, I earned this shit.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, I never thought I was going to succeed. I literally was like, I'm going to be a club comic in the city. I'm never going to tour. I was kind of against touring. Not even that I was against. I was just like, I don't even know if I don't think that'll ever happen for me. I'm like a female comic. It wasn't very cool at the time. You know, like, it was hard. And I was like, great, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to make $50,000 a year doing comedy and odd jobs, and that's going to be my life. So the fact that it like happened sort of unexpectedly, I was just putting one foot in front of the other and working my dick off just because that's just how I operate. So the fact that it works and I could get a plum every now and then, it's crazy.
But your work ethic is why, and you put the work in, and that's why. So even if you didn't expect it, the hard work gets rewarded, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah, but you don't realize that when you're in your 20s. You're just like, you're just like running in any direction.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. But now you seem like you're in a really great. It's cool to see. I love seeing successful people in the place that they need to be, because when you get there and you calm, it's like the game slows down.
Yeah,
everything is calm now. It slows down. Like
you
even
could
though
just chill a little bit.
You could you know you have to go here, and you know you have to go there, and you got to do this, but it's kind of like you got it.
Once you could sort of see, I feel like there's such fog for a long time, and you're just doing anything and everything to make something work. And then suddenly the fog clears and you go, okay, I'm not there yet, but I see the path for the first time. That is so comforting.
Yeah.
Just to be like, okay.
Yeah, the dust is settling.
I at least know where I'm going.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I'm not even fucking close, but I see it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you see it. So we hit the heated toilet, the fruit bowls, the champagne, the
words written in chocolate.
Words written in chocolate. We got the cold towel with a scent of lemon.
A lemon. The bath salt. You know when they have a little dish of bath salts, it's like loose and open because you know they change it every day.
Bath salts is nice.
Bath salt is nice.
Hot tub on the balcony is always a little nice touch at certain places.
Sometimes they put a bathtub in the room.
That's a nice one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We got the robe and the slippers. We got the chocolates on the pillow. Yeah, I think we have the cucumber water in the thing. We have the welcome drink.
You know what's huge?
What?
Me and Steph just toured with Louis, and he stays at really nice hotels. And we stayed at a couple shitty ones, and then he started putting us at the nice ones. And there was one room. It had like a maze, like a garden that was a maze, like you're in England. There was
outside,
like a legit like garden maze.
That's
and then
nice.
in the hotel room there was like a desk that faced the window. As if you would go in there and write a book.
Yeah.
You know?
By the way, you got to be nuts to.
Which is like, no fucking business guy is in there like, you know?
Yeah.
But you walk in and you see like sort of a mahogany desk.
Yeah.
That's a nice hotel.
That's a very nice
That's
hotel.
nice.
Yes. But yeah, I'm big on. I like the lobbies too.
The lobby.
Like
when the lobby's like marble.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And when the worst is when they're like, do you want to upgrade the hotel? And I'm like, no, I'm only going for a day. And then it's like a small Holiday Inn. And they're like, the candy bars are next to the register. You're like, all right.
You're like, I'm going to kill myself in here. You're going to have to collect my body tomorrow.
Gabby, I could talk to you, man.
I know.
You're so funny.
Thank you.
This was so much fun. Please, guys, Gabby Bryan, please check her out, man. She's up and coming, to say the least. Plug your stuff.
Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Snapchat even. Gabby is Bryan. I have 2 podcasts. I have I'll Go If You Go with Steph Dag, and I have Let Me Ask My Dad with my dad on iHeartRadio.
That's so cool.
And it's the best. And I'm touring every weekend until I die, I think.
Guys, go to the YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. Paul's Best Podcast. Obviously, Big Money Players and iHeartRadio. Leave comments, rate, and review the show because it moves the show to the top. I got some acting coming up, so I will be back touring. I will be touring starting in the fall. September 10th in Boston, and we are adding a bunch of dates to the paulvirzi.com website, so you could go to that. But we're going to be everywhere leading up to the next special. Also, all of my specials, the Netflix special, the YouTube special, they're all on the YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. Go see Gabby Bryan. She's hilarious, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you.